Alright, we're live here.
Alright, yo, you got this shit started?
Got this shit started. Bare facts.
Alrighty. So what's going on, guys? This is gonna be the first podcast that we're gonna be doing here, or the first episode, better to say, on Bare Facts Podcast. So just to give you a little bit of an idea on what we're going to be, talking about heading onwards on the channel. As the title mentions, I don't know, it's a little bit of Toronto slang in there. So when you say the word bare, it just means like a lot, or just basically a lot. That's the best way to look at it. So bare facts, man, just a lot of facts, all facts. Any perspective that we are given on the channel is just going to be our own opinion, our truthful opinion. I don't like to cater, I don't like to pander. That's never been me. I don't like to beat around the bush. I'd rather just tell how it is. So that's really what it's gonna be about.
Bare facts, y'all.
Bare facts, you already know. So today's episode, we're gonna go through a couple of things that are heating up the internet right now, which is gonna be, like, for the most part, the main substances of our podcasts, of the videos, and then we're gonna work into more, I would say, like, personal stuff, things that go on day by day, and give our own spin. There's gonna be some form of perspective towards it, right, where a lesson could be learned at the end of the day. We want this to be informative over anything, so it's not just us ranting about random bullspit. One topic maybe with YouTube now, with the whole transition that they're doing. So we're starting at I want to say a bad time, but I don't know where we lean on what I cannot say to get this off the ground, so we're not penalized too early. So bear with us. Pun intended. Bear with us. We're gonna find our comfort zone, see what works, what to dodge that whole algorithm problem, but still trying to bring that real at the same time. Right, Shah?
That's right, Roy. And y'all, welcome to our podcast here on Bare Facts. I couldn't be more than happy to sit alongside Roy here, a very, very intellectual and talented young man.
Oh, stop it. Now, you hear this guy, man, all like stiff and professional, man. Loosen up, my G. Loosen up, we're good. I'm trying to bring myself on the channel as much as possible.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start off speaking on Drake's new War video that he released. I think it was like 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. I wake up pretty early, so I actually saw it 15 minutes into the release. And as you guys know, there's a little bit of controversy going on with that. So her name kills me. Do you have her name? You want to look up her name real quick? The Chair Girl is who I'm talking about. Every time I hear Chair Girl, guys, I just, in the back of my head, I'm laughing. I ain't trying to diss, but her name's Chair Girl. That's what people know her as before her own name. I don't know.
Marcella Zoia, is that it?
Marcella, let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. Marcella Zoia, I'm probably butchering that. Yeah. We know her as Chair Girl. So if you guys don't know, I think it was almost a year ago. She was at a Airbnb in a condo high-rise in Toronto, downtown, and she thought it was a good idea to chuck a chair, and it's probably one of those balcony chairs, right? So there is some metal there. It has plastic as well. It's a conjunction of both. But she chucked it, and what looks like 30 floors down. She was at the top, maybe even the penthouse level, really high skyscraper, and chucked a chair, not spit. You didn't spit a loogie down. You didn't throw a penny, which some people, that's still dangerous, right? And some people try that. She threw a chair on the Gardner Express, which is our highway here in downtown Toronto. It's one of our highways, and thank goodness it didn't actually go on the road nor hit a pedestrian just walking by. It just kind of fell off a little bit off the sidewalk, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, where usually just before the curb where the trees are, right? So it fell there, thank goodness. But at that time, I'm just sitting here I'm not gonna question everybody for how they want to handle their whole clout situation, and doing this thing for clout, right? It is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes to get notified, to get yourself out, up there, and then from there you work your way around, and you change yourself, whatever the case may be. But you don't throw a freaking chair off the balcony. It's just why? what demon is inside of you where you're looking at it like, yeah, you know, let me just chuck a chair off the balcony, right? F everybody else. You know, I hope it hits somebody. You know, like where does your mental gonna be at for you to do something like that? I don't know. But she threw the chair off the balcony. Thank God no one was hurt. She got charged, that whole thing. I think she's still going through her case and whatnot. But getting into the Drake situation, I want to give you perspective. You guys probably already know this, but I'll just give you perspective on the situation. She was actually in the music video in the beginning. I think it was like somewhere like just before midway through the video. She's in it for like 3 seconds. It's just one little scene, you know, where she's like laughing, and I actually didn't notice her getting edited out, but I remember it being at like well over like a couple million views at that time. And then I looked back and it said 6 hours ago released, like under 1 million views, and I'm like, wait, I watched this yesterday, I'm pretty sure, and it had way over 1 million views. So he reposted it. And I didn't know why until people exposed that she was in the video. So I didn't even know at that time. It's kind of dark if you guys seen the video. They're having like the, what do you call it? The purple lighting, like the dark purple lighting and stuff. And he removed her. And it's funny because he actually had I think it was an Instagram post on his story where he's like, you know, I don't hire the backup people in my videos, and then he put a little emoji of a chair and a smiley face. So like, I think that was funny. He just kind of poked fun. I personally believe he knew who she was, right? And it's like someone in the back end, you know, he's just like, yo, you know, just allow it kind of thing. And then and he's like, yo, if heat happens, then, you know, you're off, you know, I'm taking you out of there. So there might have been something, don't quote me on that, I don't know for sure, but there might have been something in the background where they decided, you know, I'll put you in here, if shit hits the fence, then, you know, boom, you're edited out, which is what happened. And she actually responded as well. I believe she said something about like, you know, there's people starving out here, so, you know, why you guys worrying about B being in the video for 3 seconds? And like, for the most part, aside from what she did, she's right. It's like, people shouldn't be watching people so hard. I don't like that. It's like, just let something go on, let people move their own ways. If it really doesn't affect you, then don't stick your nose into it. It's like Randall, you know, from Recess, Disney Recess. Randall, man, this man be looking for people to snitch on. You know, like that type of person in general. I don't really like that type of person. But you did what you did. Your fame is corresponding to the thing that you did. So whatever good you got from it, there's gonna be bad. And this is the bad. You know, no one's gonna want to associate with your negative name that you have, you know, attached to you, your chair girl, right? For throwing a chair off a freaking balcony. It was very stupid.
Does her age have anything to do with that? I mean, she was only 19 years old.
So,
you know,
you're right. There is some form of a benefit of the doubt. You're young, you're stupid, you do dumb things, but I think there's like, there's tiers, there's certain levels of stupid at a certain age. Even 16, let me just say, this is stupid altogether. You should know common sense not to do this. You should understand the magnitude of how south that it could go. No pun intended, but yeah, you should know. But 19, she is young, you could be drunk, you make mistakes, but here's my thing, Shaw. So I don't like the fact that if you watched her, the news clip when they were trying to interview her, like a bunch of the news associations, she was like laughing and smiling it off, like, yeah, I did it. I'm famous because of it, you know. Yeah, you know, I'm amazing. Like, yo, like, even if you actually don't care, at least act like you care. Like, don't do that, man. That rubbed me the wrong way. Cause now you're almost finessing the I'm trying not to swear, guys. So if you hear me stuttering, it's me trying to, like, you know, change up my words in my head, cause it gets spicy. But yeah, like, I don't like the way she was going about it. Her energy was just wrong, man. It just rubbed me the wrong way. So I think she doesn't care. She doesn't care. You know, it almost makes you think, even if it were in the worst case, she still wouldn't care that much, right? And then that's some corrupted ass shit. So I don't mess with that. I commend Drake for taking her out the video. Obviously, it was more publicity kind of thing, but at the same time, you can't showcase to people that you do bad things at that magnitude and you get rewarded for it. That's just not a good sign that's not a good way to sell it. And I think that's what he realized. It will look really bad and there's no way he could spin it, so he edited her out. So kudos to you, Drake. You already know.
Props for editing her out. I mean, that's the best idea you can come up with.
The
quick
best.
and easy, short and sweet.
Exactly.
Right?
Regardless to if it was, once again, business or just a righteous move, it had to have been done. So, yeah, man, Chair Girl, hopefully as she gets older, and if she doesn't get, serve jail time, she just, corrects her mind a little bit, fix yourself up, man. That was, I'm not trying to keep attacking you for doing the same thing, so as long as you yourself realize you were wrong, and you're gonna, move on for the better. But just like we're about to move on from this topic, because, we gave a little bit too much time for Chair.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. Hopefully the second part is actually done, the latter, bro. Hopefully she's learning.